Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back. We're in session 5. This is a Universal Robots and SICK Team Up for Safe Productivity session. And I'm going to be joined by Luyin Wu, as well as Fanny Plattbrot. Luyin is Global Product Manager of Safety, and Fanny is the Head of Strategic Product Management for Safety. They're not here. This is not augmented reality or virtual reality. They're somewhere else. We're going to switch to them in a second. What we're going to be talking about is the integration of a safety scanner into the ecosystem of the Universal Robots. Robots, basically. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to give it over to them. They have a live demo that they're going to show, so there's no reason to believe us. It will actually be shown in the flesh. And Luyin and Fanny, please take it away.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Luyin Wu. Welcome to our today's session, Universal Robot and SICK Team Up Safe Productivity. Hello, Fanny.
Hello, Luyin. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our session.
Welcome. So, Fanny, robots are populating our world in companies of all sizes, from small one to the big one. You see, robot is everywhere in the world in the manufacture. So, of course, safety is more than ever important. Fanny, yes. Can you tell us how can we bring safety and productivity together?
It's a very good question, Luyin. Safety is not an obstacle to productivity when you have the expertise to make intelligent safety that solve the challenges of today's manufacturing. Safety, today our customer are always asking for flexible and safe productions and productive, and we offer solutions to our customers so that they can easily integrate our systems. We are basically, by offering easy-to-use solutions for our customers, we are allowing them to maximize their production. And by maximizing their production, but avoiding unnecessary downtime of their production, and making it compliant to the more recent safety standards.
So, Fanny, you speak about flexible production. So, but when we see how we use robots today, it's not that flexible for us because they are behind fences and made for some repetitive activities or tasks. For me, to have flexibility, we need to have kind of free access to the robot application and to react with them. So in this case, the worker are able to intervene the work process when needed, isn't it?
Yeah, that's totally right, Luyin.
Yes.
We see more and more on the market that our customer want to have flexible access,
yes.
And he needs then to safeguard his own application, his free accessible robot application.
Yes.
And SICK collected a huge expertise from the beginning of the industrialization and the introduction of the first robot in the manufacturing, and want to make benefit or customer benefit from this expertise, and created safety systems that help the customer to safeguard their applications. And the customer does not have to do anything. We implement everything for him. And he just have to use what we have tested. And of course, those systems are completely compliant to safety standards, the more recent one. And if we succeed, if you make those systems very easy to integrate, very easy to use, then the customer can have a productive manufacture, but more quicker.
Fanny, very, very good to know that we simplify the life of our customer and we try to help them to reach the high productivity. And you mentioned we have safety system, but what is the safety system? How does it work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Luyin, a safety system is made of optimized hardware. It's really specific hardware that has been selected to allow the safety function to run on it. And those safety functions are part of our application-related software that we offer to the customer, or it could be a configuration sensor software that we are offering. And this software is the pieces that at the highest added value for a customer. And to ease the integration, to make him understanding the system, we offer him a bunch of documentation. We offer him an operating instruction. We offer him a wiring diagram to ease the integration, and also Systema files that he has everything on his hand to make it easy to integrate and easy to use.
So I understand that SICK safety system is easy to use and ready to integrate it. So they are also compliant with safety standard, very important. Yes. But Fanny, can you tell us more about the safety system which we offer to safeguard free access robot application? Can you tell us more about this?
Yes. So the safety systems that we are offering today are basically made to safeguard free accessible application in the 4 major industries, in automotive, in electronic, in consumer goods, and in machine building, as you can see on the slide. And all the applications that you see there are safeguarded with our safety systems, so that you have a free access to the robot, a safe free access.
Yes, we see a lot of applications on the slide, but Fanny, typically with which robot our system can be integrated?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Louis, we have various safety systems that are made to be integrated with, for example, the universal robot, or with Yaskawa robots, but also with Fanuc and Kuka robots. But as we know, you mentioned it at the beginning, we have a lot of robots, and we don't forget all the other brands. And we have some safety systems that are not robot specific and that we have also to offer you.
Okay, so as we can see, the system have almost covered all the robot brand. But let's focus on what we have for universal robot for today.
Right.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
So the safety system that we offer for universal robot are integrable with the CB controller, into the CB controller, or in the new E-series controller for universal robot. We have different systems that allow to safeguarding the surrounding of a robot application, offering a safe free access. And for the CB controllers, the standard one and the new one, the E-series.
So that means we have solution for the both series.
Yes.
So, okay, Fanny, maybe give us more details about the one we developed for E-series. Mm-hmm. The sBot system.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you see on the slide the safety system that we offer for the E-series. We have different safety systems. We have one which is scalable, that offer a lot of possibilities. If you need more than one laser scanner to safeguard the surrounding of your environment, of your robot, you can use the first scalable system using a FlexiSoft, a safety controller. This one is scalable and is from the product family sBot, from Save Robot. And speed, because it's the behavior that we trigger in the robot. The robot reduce the speed when we come too close and stop. So the sBot speed is scalable. You can also add safety functions. And then you have a very interesting safety system. Our last launch is very easy, simple, and fast to integrate. It's only a laser scanner and a configuration software running fully on the robot hardware. It's fully integrated on the robot.
Okay, Fanny, you show us our last innovation, but what do you mean with the complete integration to the robot hardware? Mm-hmm. What do you mean with that?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I mean with that it's a very easy system that we have developed a configuration tool software that is only running on the pendant. You don't need any computer to configure our laser scanner. You use the universal robot pendant with our software. That's it.
Okay, it means we configure the system, only use the universal robot teach pendant without anything in between.
Anything in between.
Okay,
Only simple.
that looks easy. So
Yes.
let's just jump right into the sBot Speed UI cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
UI Cap is this very nice software that we developed to run on the pendant of UR. And this new safety system, sBot UI Cap, is made of a specific optimized hardware, in that case, or new compact nanoscan. So with the latest technology and with the software running on the pendant, and thanks to both, we safeguard the application that you see on the right side of the slide, and we safeguard the surrounding of the robot in an easy way, just using the pendant.
Yes, it looks great that we just using the pendant, but what do we need to connect our system to the robot controller? Yes.
We only have to wire it, so we need wires. But let's go into the cabinet.
Yes, let's see the small video. Okay.
Yes. You see, you mount the laser scanner, you put the cable, and you connected it inside the cabinet. So you use the signal of the scanner to trigger the right inputs and the right functions of the robot. And you see here, so it's very simple. You have signals, so wires that are connected there to trigger the safeguard stop of the robot or to trigger the reduced speed of the robot. And last but not least, you have also some signal, so some wires that are needed for the 3-position switch.
Yes, the wiring looks very easy. And Fanny, I think we would like...
Sorry, I forgot to say, of course, because we have to configure the laser scanner, we need to put the Ethernet cable.
Yes, that's right. The Ethernet cable we should not forget. So, but can you show us more the main features of the configuration tools running on the teach pendant? Because it could be very interesting for our customers.
Indeed.
Yes.
Let's go inside.
Yes.
So, one of the main features that we have is called the smart field setting. So it's basically it's important to ease the definition of the field set, to give to a customer an easy way to define the field sets. And for there we have 2 modes. The first mode is what is called a robot-centric mode. You see on the slide so the robot on the table, like you see here, with the fields, and it's a robot-centric. But if you need some more complex shapes for your application, we have also another mode which is called free fields.
So let's look at the small video. Maybe we can show more.
I would like maybe also mention the point that there is a second very good feature, the field set teaching.
Okay.
And this field set teaching help to facilitate the setting of the fields. We use the laser scanner to scan the surrounding, and we use the measurement data so that the tool, the UI cap, make you a proposal how the field set should be.
I think it's supposed to happen in a very quick time. Yes. So let's see it.
We can take an example. You see on the following video.
Okay.
So here how it can work. You see, you can define the teaching time of the laser scanner. So it's the time that you need to go away from the robot, so that the lasers can scan the area. And then you can start teaching. And after a few seconds, the laser scanner will make you a proposal based on your environment, what could be the field set. And you will see now that the field set are proposed. They are red on the screen. We have 2, one for the reduced speed and one for the stop. So, and the tool proposes you the field set.
So, Fanny, I have a very interesting questions. So, for example, if I am standing in an area and I cannot access the hazard zone. For example, we have a table here, or there is a fence is present, and I do not represent as a risk. How can we deal with this situation?
Yeah. Indeed, by standing there is no risk. So we can just mask this area, this monitored area, and we do it easily by using a virtual wall.
Okay, by using a virtual wall. So let's show.
So we
this.
will limit
You mean the black?
These are black
one?
line limit
Yeah, okay.
the field and define the point where the laser scanner is looking, and not
Okay.
this area, because if you are standing there is no risk.
You are right. So now I see just one laser scanner on the screen. how can I configure the laser scanner if I need two of them? I need two of them to cover the environment surrounding my robot application. How can I do it?
This is really, it's lead me to speak about my favorite feature.
Okay, that's good.
It's called the automatic field fusion. So the system or software take the fields from the robot and generate one unique field set for you. And you don't have to configure each laser scanner after each. You just have to confirm this field is right, and the tool will automatically and simultaneously configure both laser scanners and make that everything is fitting.
So that means the field of two laser scanners will be configured simultaneously and automatically.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, very cool. It's an amazing feature.
Yes, I think now we have configured the laser scanner, and can we let the system run?
Louis, it's a little bit too early, but we are really close too.
Okay.
You need to verify the configuration that you did, and this is very easy. Because
how can we do that?
You can use the pendant. You see on the screen what you see on the pendant.
Yes.
You have a checklist. You go through and you make sure that all the conditions are true. Just to just give a few examples, you have to make sure that you cannot bypass any field before you reach the hazard area.
Yes.
Or if you are in an unmonitored area like you are, you have to make sure that standing there, you don't represent any risk.
Yes.
And when you have done that, the last point that you have to do is to verify that when you enter the zone, that the robot is reacting as you wish.
Of course.
And that we are triggering the right inputs and functions. So let's go to the next slide, and we will show to our customers. Yes. So you see on the bottom, you see small LED. Now you see with the contour, there are two people that infringe the first protective field, basically when I'm standing now. And you see that the first input is triggered, and then you just have to notice that the robot is slowing down in speed. And when it's down, you are sure it's well programmed.
That's why the first LED is red now.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I see.
And if you go further close to the robot, you will see then now the contour. So here we are close to the robot, and both LEDs are red.
Okay, I think you mean here the both LED are red. Okay.
So it means we trigger the right inputs, and we notice the robot is standing, so everything is fine, and we can close the verification and start the reporting, and it's done.
I see your point. I think this is very important point, because the commissioning helps us finally check the whole system is ready, it's done. So, but then now our laser scanner is configured and verified the commissioning. So now maybe you can show us how the robot behaves.
Yes,
okay.
I will do. Let's start the robot. The robot will move in a few seconds.
Yes.
So the robot is moving, and I will approach, and we will see the robot will reduce the speed. Is low, and then when I come close, it's stop. But as soon as I go away, it will resume with a reduced speed, and when I go away, it will work at full speed.
Okay, that's cool. Then let me check the area what we have masked using this smart wall function. So you see, I'm not being identified as a risk, and I will not interrupt the work process of the robot.
That's right.
It works.
It works.
It's good.
You don't interfere
Very
with the
nice.
process.
So, everybody, we have shown you our latest innovation, and it's really unique on the market. And it's the first time that a safety system is completely integrated into a soft hardware. So, of course, this is a result of team up Universal Robot and SICK. Yes. So at the end of today's session, we let you hear about the voice of Mr. Anders Billisbeck. He is the head of innovation from Universal Robot. So we start.
Hello everyone. My name is Anders Billisbeck. I'm Vice President of Innovation at Universal Robots. Universal Robots and SICK have a long-lasting relationship. We have a shared passion for making technology accessible to the society and to the manufacturing industry, and really be breaking down these barriers it has to make technology and automation accessible to a much larger degree. A good example of that is our collaboration on how we collaborate on bringing the very first product to the UR Plus marketplace, making it much easier to use camera technologies, the SICK Inspector, as a part of a UR installation. Safety naturally has been a big concern and a big challenge in the collaborative automation industry for a while. With this sBot Speed, we take the safety possibilities to a completely new level. We bring in digitalization. And as we feel it at Universal Robots, we really see a trend of what we call industrial consumerization, where automation technologies become digitalized in a much larger extent, and where the consumer-driven mindset of ease of use and simplicity and seamless integration becomes much more important. sBot Speed had all of these things. It brings together the whole configuration of safety into one unified platform. You work with the robot, you set up your safety, you combine it, and you optimize your productivity all in one place, taking away a lot of friction that is usually known in the way you deploy robots, you deploy safety, and you build up your installations. So we're really happy about this long-standing relationship we have with SICK. We collaborate on technologies, we research new technologies, and we work on bringing technologies to market together. We really value that relationship, and I hope you'll really enjoy the launch of the sBot Speed and see how simplified ease of use, how the capabilities that the sBot product has can really make a difference in the productivity, and how it is a first step to a journey of digitalizing and streamlining user experiences and automation challenges as one unified system. So have a good conference, and thank you.
Okay, it's a pleasure to have Anders with us, although he's not here. So, thank you very much to taking all your interest in our session, and we hope you have enjoyed it. So now we give you the opportunity to answer your questions, and it's a pleasure to answer you here.
Yeah, yes. Very good. Yeah, thank you very much, Luyun, and also Fanny. That was very clear. Usually at the end of the session, maybe I'm repeating some of the benefits, but I think it was quite clear, this speed of integration within the UR system. I would make a little joke. It's just independent. It's okay. It's a bad joke, but it's so easy. It's independent. And it reminds me also of earlier with the stick. You know, we're trying to make things easier for the customer to integrate, whether they're using Universal Robots or we're working with others, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And here we have a couple questions that we'll go to from the audience. Are you guys ready for this?
Of course.
It could be anything.
Yes, let's discover them.
There was a question where there was a table in the picture, if you remember, with Universal Robots in the pendant, where you saw the table in gray, and then there was the scanner field. The dimensions of that table, how are those fed into the controller? How do those get there? Is that part of it?
Yeah. So we have not shown everything, but it's a possibility that it's something that you have to define at the beginning of the configuration. You have to define the size of your platform. It can be a table, it can be also just a pillar, that you define it as you wish by giving the dimension in our tool. And you can even position the robot at any place on this platform.
Okay, thank you very much. That answers that one very well. The next one was, is there a lag time between when there's a detection of the sensor coming near the robot and the robot reacting? And I guess the question is there a lag time? Obviously, there is a response time. Do you have a feeling for what that response time is?
Oh yes, and it's a very important question. I like it very much.
I think so.
This is a major question that we need to ask us when we calculate a safety distance. So we show you the size of the fields. We have made the calculation, and of course all those response time are taken into account.
Yes.
And all along the chain. The chain here is the laser scanner connected to the controller, and but this we explain you how to calculate the safety distance in all the details in or operating instruction. We explain you in the application how it works.
I think we also write it down in the operation instruction. If the customer receives the documentation, they will see how to calculate the responsible time, I think. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's also the goal, right? Is before the person gets there, he can be running quite fast, something like 2 meters per second.
Yes, you're right.
I don't know how I do
and
that.
make sure that
I
at
remember
the
this
right
from
time.
earlier. Yeah.
And yes, and yeah.
Yeah, this is probably the most important thing, is keeping people safe, and that kind of goes into your message. It's really is safety is the primary thing that we're working on, but also safe productivity, right? So this
Yes.
brings those two together. We are safe,
Yes.
and we're very fast in the integration, and we're easy to work with, and you guys showed that very, very well. I think that's the end of the questions. I really appreciate the time that you guys took right in front of the camera. You guys were both in front of the camera for quite a while, 15 minutes, and did a great job. If there are any other questions in the chat, please put them in there. We'll still be online to answer any questions you have. If you're interested in even normal safety scanner applications or safety controller applications, e-stops, interlocks, we don't take it personally if it's an interlock or an e-stop. It doesn't matter to
not
us.
at all. We are all family here.
And we hope we will have inspired interest of our customer. And if they have questions, no hesitate to ask us. Until then, stay healthy and see you soon.
Yeah, thank you very much
Thank
for
you
that.
for your time.
Bye-bye.
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 Goodbye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.